Hey guys, good afternoon, and I just wanted to thank you so much for subscribing and coming on and being a part of this journey that we are about to go on with becoming debt free and ending up on the Appalachian Trail, so that my husband can take our boys out there before they actually enter the real world. So it would actually be 5 years from now, and it is a huge goal. I've been sitting here going through all of our documents and paperwork and adding it out all up and everything except for our house, which we'll make that decision as we get closer what we're going to do. I personally would be okay doing full-time RVing. I love that atmosphere. It's, going down to what you actually need to survive instead of all this wanting and then creating experiences along the way. However, my husband is still wants you know, a place to call home. So a land home, a home body. I don't even know what you would call that, but he just wants a home base. There we go. And so because it's 5 years down the road and so much can happen, guys, and we have come into this journey eyes wide open, and one of my husband's comments to me was, well, what are you going to do if we can't accomplish this all within 5 years? And it's not really paying off the debt, it is actually turn around and saving a whole year's worth of income to offset what my husband would normally make, to have that bill money sitting there, an emergency fund, money for him as he and our boys are on the trail, and then as well as money for me to be able to travel, alongside of them. So I think reality is the biggest thing is going to be creating that next lifestyle. In I believe it's going to take us about 2 years to save that up on top of living our normal daily lives. Now I think it's close to 63,000 total between cars, trailers, credit cards, and like our cell phone bills, just to pay those phones off and not have that anymore. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have projects that still need to go on, I'll show you those in a little bit. You guys will die because we still have to carpet our house. So some of these projects need to be finalized. So some of our smaller debt will be the first to go, and then we'll really start what is called the snowball effect from Dave Ramsey's book here, where Financial Peace University. My mom gave me that, I think, a couple years ago, and I'm just now looking into it because of my husband's crazy idea of, I want to do the Appalachian Trail. And at first I was like, I don't know about that. And then, I've always prayed that him and I would be on the same wavelength when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our kids. But the more he talked about it and the more that he kept watching these YouTube videos, and I love to hike and all, but I also know the reality is one of us still needs to bring an income in. And so I was like, well, how can I do this? I really feel like it was God putting that in his heart. It's a great foundation for our boys to go, whether they choose to go to college, choose to do network marketing, choose to do whatever. One of them wants to go in the military. Our oldest is already serving in the military, in the Marine Corps. So it's just giving them the can-do attitude. 6 months out on the trail, and if you watch anything on these YouTube videos, it's just perseverance and patience and learning to listen to your body. And what a great way to start out at 17, 18 years old, or even my husband will be, I believe he'll be 46 at the time, when we finally head out on this adventure. And I'm claiming this in Jesus' name. I think, wow, I would have never ever in my wildest dreams agreed to even begin to set this up and start taking these steps. But it just, there's so much peace and there's so much excitement, and there is, holy cow, this could really set us up to be able to do whatever we want to do, because there won't be that overhead nagging of debt. And 60 some thousand might not seem like a lot, but it is a lot, because it was bad decisions. Some of it was bad decisions on our part, and having to correct that, and then still needing to do things for our home. So whether we keep it, we rent it out, or we sell it, at the time we need to make sure that people would be interested in any way, shape, or form. So I will take you guys outside in a little bit and let you see what it is that we are finishing up, which is the retainage walls outside. Around, we will need to get a new garage door for out there, and then we are actually, you can see, we are on plywood here, because we pulled up all the big blue carpeting and needs to carpet this, and we want to kind of make it all unified throughout the house. So that's probably going to cost another total $4,000. Yep, can we do that? Sure. Do we want to go into debt doing it anymore? No, but it's going to offset some of the process of paying off the debt faster. But even with some of these projects going on, even with the boys in sports, I have allotted for wiggle room, obviously, to still be able to pay off our debt comfortably, still be able to provide, a certain lifestyle, even while we're cutting back. This whole meal planning, and I'm going to be honest, I am not a cook. I am one of those women that my mom raised us all to cook. I never was interested, can't do it, don't like to do it, feel like it's a waste of time. Well, now I'm in a predicament where I have to actually start meal planning, pack my kids, or not my kids, but my husband's lunches, so that he can eat healthy while saving money. So this will be an interesting, very uncomfortable, because it's just not something natural for me. I'm not good at it. And so, anytime you do something that you're not good at, and you go into that, holy crap, what am I doing? But it still needs to be done. So hopefully, as I continue to start this process, so you guys will be a part of that. You'll start to see, our daily lives, and kind of just be involved in the ins and outs of what's going on. There will be a couple more camping trips this year, so we'll bring you on those trips, and you'll really see, the reason why we love and want to do and be a part of the Appalachian Trail, and all of that. So I am so excited that you decided and are going to subscribe and be a part of this journey. And I guess, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below, subscribe, share our journey. We're excited about it. We're excited to get, hikers on here that have stories of how they've paid off their debt to be able to do that. There are so many neat stories that we've heard, hopping on YouTube and listening to how they got to where they're at, what they're doing after the trail. And so I've already been asked that, what are you guys going to do after the trail? That's 5.5 years away. I think right now, just being on this journey, and the other reason why we want to record it is because you guys will get to see, Braden and Dakota, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of our other kids. We've got 2 older ones. One is getting ready to turn 19, and the other one is turning 22 in February. So for them to be a part of this and to see the journey of, paying off debt to create a lifestyle that you are never stuck, and that you have an opportunity to make choices and change as you do positive reinforcement, and as you make those changes, you can see the reality of your dreams and the things that you want to do come to life. So super excited about this. Again, thank you for hopping on. Please leave comments, subscribe, and I hope that you enjoy our journey. Thank you. So we just got word, even after my affirmations and claiming that we are going to be debt free, that our diesel truck has some major repairs that need to go on, and it's going to cost anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000. So instead of panicking, I have prayed about it. I have written down some stuff, and I have talked to my mother, who used to work for Ford and can help out with ways to research it. So, first word of advice, do not panic, even though I can still feel it in my stomach, but that's not going to solve anything. So, this is an opportunity to allow Jesus to shine in the midst of something, and that He will supply all our needs according to His riches and glory, and give me the wisdom I need to get our truck fixed at little. So I wanted to hop back on here again. That last video kind of cut off. So I said, at little or no cost. But again, it is God's will, not ours. And we are going to walk by faith that all of this will be handled. And obviously right now already started doing research and figuring out the next best steps for us. So anyways, keep us in your prayers and fingers crossed, and this will be continued. We'll keep you updated.